Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Colby. Hope you guys are enjoying your week. Almost at the end there. The weekend's just around the corner. We got one more day to get through. So today I thought we would talk about this phrase, throwing a line or throw me a line. I got it from Viola Davis. I heard her say it in an interview, and it made me think of all the people in my life that have done that for me. And I'll explain what it is. So, good morning, Bronny. Good morning, Keely. So, basically, this idea of throwing a line, Viola Davis was saying, she was so grateful for all of the times that someone who was in a place of power gave her an opportunity. And that happens all the time in our lives when we think of how many people around us are in a position to help someone and whether or not they do. And I think that's really interesting. How many times, does someone kind of step up and say, you know what, I'm going to help this person, or I'm going to use my status or my clout or my connections to help someone else. And we all need a little help. I mean, it is so difficult to do it all by yourself. And I think that's part of the purpose of life is that we learn to, work with one another, help one another, and allow ourselves to be vulnerable enough to rely on one another, which is really hard because when we are hurt or when we are disappointed, the first thing we want to do is pull back and say, I don't need anyone. I'm going to do this by myself. Forget it. I'm not going to rely on anyone anymore. But that's not the point. I think even through love, which we can also just tap on, the idea is through disappointment to not give up. The idea of disappointment is not to just shut down and give up from it. So how many people in your life have thrown you a rope, thrown you a line, right? It's like, have they done that for you? Can they do that for you? I've had many people help me with that and do that for me. Many people, especially, when I first started doing mediumship demonstration, there were people who were willing to stand up beside me and say, I'm going to demonstrate with her. I'm going to do that with her. I mean, one of the people, honestly, that I will be, forever grateful for is my friend Cindy Keza. She, she tours around and does all these shows. And many times she has said, Colby, I'm going to stand up next to you. Let's do this demonstration. Come on. And that has been amazing. Lisa Williams, without a doubt, has thrown me a line. Also my friend AJ Barrera, all of these people who, said, I'm going to stand up alongside of her. And yeah, I know she's starting out. And yeah, I know but you know what? I believe in her and I'm going to put my name beside her. And that, you guys, that means the world. And especially when we're learning and we're growing. So if you are in a position to help someone, do that. Find ways to use your connections. Put yourself out there to lend a helping hand to someone. It's incredible what that can do. And it's incredible of how us working together really can take us to the next level, even for the person giving it. Even for that person who's saying, I'm going to throw you a line. Well, A, how great is that for your karma? And, that is you giving back. That is you continuously, creating that community and doing what you can do. And we all have that ability to do that. And, it's about allowing ourselves to do it and putting ourselves out there in ways that allow others to shine. When we come across people that don't want to help others shine, or don't want to share or do things, it maybe that's from their own fear or their own insecurity, or really just from their lack of wanting to create that community. I don't know, but we all have the ability to do it. In some facet in your life, there's an opportunity for you to extend a hand to someone else, for you to lift someone else up. So are you doing it? Are you lifting someone else up? Can you do that? Can you find a way to do that? How do you help bring someone else up? Again, people we all do have to kind of be responsible for our own lives and our own doings and our own things, but that moment that someone believes in you. So way before Fences, Viola Davis worked with Denzel Washington. I don't know if it was The Help or maybe a project way before that. I'm not really sure. But Denzel had seen Viola, and then he made some things happen to say, you know what, she's amazing. And he used his contacts, to help her, to help. And now look, is she not amazing? Is she not incredible? And would her journey have been more difficult or time consuming had he not stepped in to help her? So thank you, Rick. Thank you. So that's what we can do in our lives. Think of someone that you can help. Think of how you can throw a line to someone else. Think about in your life who has thrown a line to you. Maybe give them a shout out. Maybe say thank you for that. Because it's through that, of someone helping you any way, shape, or form, whether they're helping teach you or on your path or on your journey, or opening up a job opportunity for you, letting you know of a position that's available, letting you know of an opportunity, and using their position, using their clout, using their experience to put their name behind you, to kind of give you that boost, to give you that lift. And I'll tell you what, you never forget those people. I catalog it. I don't know. So for all of you who've helped me, I'm remembering. And all of you who haven't, I'm remembering. For all you who said no to my show, I'm remembering. Speaking of which, talk about throwing a line. Rebecca Rosen, for any of you who don't know, is an internationally acclaimed spiritual medium. She's amazing. She's written a few New York Times best-selling books. She's actually coming here next week for a show. Absolutely beautiful, incredible human being. And my show tonight, it's live with Colby Psychic Rebel. It will be here on Facebook, so you can watch it. We live stream it, which is great. But I extended saying, hey, would you like to be on my show? And she's like, absolutely. She didn't even question it. Absolutely, would love it. And so we're doing that tonight at 5 o'clock. So, tune in again. We're going to have 2 live streams today. It's a lucky day. But, it's things like that. There's synchronicities that come together, and people saying, you know what? Yes, I'm going to do this. Yes, I'm going to be there, and that's exactly right, Brooklyn. Brooklyn says, helping others make you shine by sharing your light. And true that. The more you can help people and put it out there and do the things that we all can do in a position that we can do it is the best that we can share and do with the gifts that we have. Whatever we have in our toolbox, it's sharing your toolbox. Sharing what you've got with someone else, and taking a moment to be grateful for those who did share for you and with you, and all of the things. Bronny, who live streams with me every morning, so many times that she has helped put something together for me. It's those things that help. It really, really does. And it matters, and it makes a difference. So know that you can make a difference by throwing someone a line. So think of how you can do that. Look at your life. Look at what you have. Look at any connections that you have, and how can you throw a line to someone else today? How can you use your love, your light, and your gift to throw a line to someone, right? Because we all can do that. And you know, whether it's subtle, whether it's behind the scenes, whether it's something out in the open, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. It's just helping someone along their path because you can and because you believe in them. And all of us need that. All of us, you know, need that encouragement, that little bit of faith, that support. You know, all of you, you know, a lot of you share this feed. You're throwing me a line. You are. So thank you. I'm remembering. Oh, good morning, Kim. So, you know, look at your life and look at what you've got and look at what you're doing and look at those who are helping you and those, you know, who are giving you a chance. Okay? Look at those who are giving you a chance. And those of you who are saying, yes, I believe in you. Yes, I know you can do this. And it's incredible. You know what? Another person who threw me a line. I mean, there's so many, but Mavis Patilla. Okay, you know, like, she's like the godmother of mediumship, right? And last year, you know, I mean, it's little old Colby. It's like, it's me. And she agreed to do a demonstration. And I was just like, oh my God. And it's beautiful. It's amazing. And we had fun. So again, for any of you in your life, and don't be afraid to ask someone. One other thing, don't be afraid to ask someone. If you know someone can help you, then ask if they don't mind. You know, worst they can do is say no, and that's okay, but at least you're putting it out there. So at least you are, you know, you are opening your heart, opening it up, putting it out to the universe, saying yes, let me ask or let me help, let me see what I can do, because the more we help one another, the more we raise vibration as a whole. Okay? So you and your beautiful light and your beautiful self, go throw someone else a line today. All right? Maybe see if someone throws you a line. Remember who's doing that for you. You know, because those are the people that believe in you. Those are the people that care about you. And, you know, remembering who's in your tribe, which we talked about yesterday, makes a big, big difference. Okay? So, hope you have a fabulous Thursday. If you get a chance, 5 o'clock tonight, that specific time, you know, come back onto the page here and listen to Rebecca. I mean, all that wisdom and insight and gifts that she's got, she's going to share. And she's going to talk about this new book that she wrote. And I'm excited to have her. What an honor. It's so exciting. So anyhow, hope to see you guys later today. But thank you for today. And tomorrow's Friday. Yes, tomorrow is Friday. So I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.